Wine, what's happening with you? Hey, look, like clockwork. What's happening, Jeezy? Taking these kids to school, bro. Nigga, because I'm a grown man. I'm not in my 20s. Don't ask me why I don't dye. Why you dye your beard? Well, this the gray. This shows the maturity, boy. This shows the, yeah, great game. Nah, well, I don't dye it anyway, but usually I cut it. Well, right now I'm in something, man, just a little feature, not nothing big. It might be 2 lines I'm doing right now, man. Be doing it for like 2 months, so might have to grow it a little longer. Looking at the script, a little feature, but guess what? It's paying. Nah, man, I saw it, but I don't pay attention to that stuff, bro, because it's entertaining, but it's crazy, bro, because that stuff what your boy put on your boy Mo, that's some wild stuff, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Either way, that's bad. If you was in that place, them bad charges, if it's real, but you gotta have the paperwork, you feel me? And if it's a lie, or if it's not really true and you're just throwing it out there, that's bad too. That type of stuff could turn bad, you know what I'm saying, on all levels. And for what I'm understanding, a lot of people trying to get at them for certain stuff. Now let me say this. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna say this, man, something that's real. If Fox News, let's just say it's Fox News, right, do investigative report, and they come out, because even though I seen the part about certain people might or might not be Soulja Slim's son, right? Let's say Fox News, let's just say if it was Michael Jackson, I'm not comparing Soulja Slim to Michael Jackson, but let's just say if it's Michael Jackson and they do their investigation like they did with Mayor Contrell. And they come out with some stuff like that because he's super famous and people want to know. Just like they were saying, matter of fact, they did do it. Just like they were saying about Michael Jackson kids, you know, them white kids he had. Nobody tried to kill them reporters. Nobody wanted to fight the reporters. You know, and that's how it is. Now, I guess because maybe dude from the streets, it's like that, but we have to do better, because if the shoe was on the other foot and Fox News report that, either way it go on either party, it's not going to be one to fight. It's not going to be shooting. It's not going to be nothing you're going to do to lose Zurich and everything, because in Mayor Cottrell right mind, she should have boxed him up, but it didn't happen. So handle it the right way. So my whole thing is, if somebody reporting the news that other people sending them, I don't think it should go that far, you know. Now he going as far, he's Josing. That make anyone want to fight, but you know. So you would look at it this way: you do have a professional way, you have the Joseph way. But yeah. Other than that, nah, I don't get into it, man. That's the own opinion I have on that. But big boy. The Cash Money artists that would try to sign with Big Boy. Yeah, matter of fact, well, I'm gonna say this. I heard. This is what I heard. This is what I've heard. But I heard it from a source that I ain't gonna say I don't put trust in him. What he said he done, I don't put trust in that, because you know he might try to play tough. He one of them dudes that if you show any type of weakness, man, he gonna go hard on you. Might beat your brains out, you know. If you can stand on your own, he gonna leave you alone. One of them type dudes. He said that one time, this is when Big Boy was doing their thing. I'm talking about, and Cash Money couldn't sell nothing. They was collecting dust, man. I mean, they was trying everything. They had Mr. Ivan, sounded like mystical dude wearing a hockey mask. They was trying all type of gimmicks. It looked like they was probably trying to look up what to do, and they was trying everything, right? Everything, and it just wasn't working. So I don't know. Then you had the rumors about money. People was complaining about money. and stuff like that. So at the studio, this studio was on in Metairie. Somebody came back and said all of Cash Money artists came there trying to sign. Every last one of them. This is what was told. Cause then I wasn't hanging at no studio. I wasn't going to the studio. Didn't care about it. I was all about my money, and if I needed to come, like I said, Chuck had them little sleepers. You had people you might have saw all the time, but you had the ones that you probably never saw. They could walk up on you, stuff like that. But when he came back and said that, I said, what? But he said he when he saw it on the cameras, it was like, what the hell? Because back then it wasn't Ring doorbell. You had the little cameras and you had the little TV that was showing the stuff outside. Like, what the hell? It looked kind of weird to him. So he came out there with that thing, that chopper, and ran them off. But they talking about they want to sign. They want to do this. They want to do that. Nah, he ran them off. That's what he said. And he said it was all of them. He said it was all of them, man. I'm talking about UNLV, all of them. Juvenile. Nah, he might have didn't say all of them. This was so long ago, man. He gave a lot of names. So I'm going to take that one back. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did see. A few times I did pop up. This time was way early. I popped up one time at the studio off Dowman. I'm trying to think of the name of that studio. Was it Sound Service? I don't know. But this was like off Dowman, like Dowman and the Wire, sitting in that corner next to a store, but it was behind a building. You couldn't really see it from Dowman. I popped up in there for some business with Chuck. When I got there, when I walked in the door, now at this time, bro, I'm young. You hear me? I'm young, bro. I'm talking about, I wasn't even 18, man. I wasn't 18 at all. I could remember. I couldn't have been. And I walked in, I seen Miss T. Miss T. I probably was 18. I don't know. I was young, man. I was still teens. I seen Miss T sitting. Now this is way before Why You Acting Funny and stuff like that. The stuff that she did with PNC. I think when she did that, PNC them had their own little label with somebody else. But I walked in, she's sitting right there. Fine as hell. She had the little gap in her teeth though. She had a little dress on, like a little sundress, like a little one-piece dress. And sitting there talking, sitting on the bench. And when you walk in the door, it was like the chairs right there, if I'm not mistaken. She's sitting there talking to Chuck and producer. Now I saw that. Now what's she doing there? You feel me? Probably try to side. You feel me? So, bruh, artists not loyal, man. Man, when that girl gonna come out the door? Artists not loyal at all. At all, bruh. At all levels. They will leave. And CEOs know this. It's like this, man. I hear people complaining about the money. You should do right. You do this. You should do right. You do this. And that's real. That's real. You should do right. But then again, a lot of people don't. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to go back to the Lee Zurich situation. If you go sign straight to Universal, right, and you go in that negotiation room without a lawyer or taking that contract back to let a lawyer see, paying, I forgot, how much it be charged, like $1,500, $2,000. They go hit you with no grease, bro. That's just what it is. At the negotiation table, you're looking at each other. It's about who can get who out of what. Sound sad, sound bad, but that's what it is. You are what you sign. If me and you sitting there and I'm trying to sign you, and I'm the label, and I know that this might don't go, I'm about to dump money into you, that it might not sell. It just might not. And if I put out 20 artists, it's a good chance only 2 of them might hit. It's a good chance. And then after you get a run, because now it ain't about labels no more, but when it was about label, if you got one of them that hit hard, then a few of them after them might hit just on that wave. But it might not hit, so I'm trying to get what I can get out of this. I mean, and if it blow up, yeah, I'm gonna take care of you in my mind, but I'm gonna take care of you. I should take care of you. You know, you might be thinking about that in your mind, but you know, depending on the type of person you are. If you a hustler off the streets, you treat the game like the hustling thing, and it's really all I can get. What I can get out of you. And you better be thinking about what you can get out of me. So that's how it works. That's how it works, man. And that's just what it is. It's like, bruh, okay, if I give you, if you take this little 6%, then I can manage you, then get that money too. Come on, man. Then you got to understand what type of person that is. It's like if he's a hustler, yeah, 9 times out of 10, he gonna try to snake you, because that's what he do on the streets. That's how the streets are, believe it or not. When you see people doing good business, sometimes it's relationships, but most of the time it's because how the business done. Back then, if you transporting them things, I'm coming to you, I'm trying to get, if you the plug, I'm trying to get 50 of them, 100 of them, or 200 of them. I'm coming with my money and my boys, and they got them tools. You need to come with your boys too, with them tools out. And we go talk, we go holler, we go speak, we go jib and jab, and we go our separate ways. Now let's talk about if I come and no tools out. Now it goes to see what type of person I am and what type of mind I have. Let's say I come and you trust me enough, and we've been dealing for about a year, and I'm trying to get 500 of them things now, and you popping up, and I see it's you and your boy, and I don't see no tools out, but I got my tools out. Now it depends on what type of person I am. This the streets now. This the streets. I gotta be a good dude. Me and you tight, we doing good business. We making real good money together. I'm comfortable, you comfortable. It should still go as planned, right? It should still go as planned. Okay, let's just say I'm not comfortable. Let's just say I didn't like the way you've been doing business with you, all I know. Let's just say I have another plug I can mess with. Plus I got a strong crew, and we ready for war. Man, I might could take my chance. Take it all. Throw you away. You gamble, you crapped out. Or it could be vice versa. I'm just giving you scenarios of how hustlers, when they get into the music business, how they thinking, man. And that's just what it is, bro. Now, some people, they could be stupid. Now, you got dumb ones. Even though they deal with this man forever, and they comfortable, and they already have millions, and they see he's slipping, they'll jack him and kill him, man. I think somebody like, I ain't gonna mention names, somebody, you know, or do it. Not thinking. Not saying, bro, hold up, bro, you're making millions of dollars already, man. Why would you jack this man? And you already doing it. Now you about to risk a war? A lot of them will do it. So sometimes people act right because you make them act right, especially in the streets, you know? And then you take that, and most of them got record labels back then. They got that same mentality. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something else. I heard about, that's what happened with Fiend and Chuck. Fiend was smart enough to come with a lawyer. If I'm not understanding, I wasn't there when it happened, but I heard Fiend came with a lawyer. Chuck didn't like that. Chuck from the streets. Chuck said, man, nigga like bring the police to my building. Chuck, for what I'm understanding, if you notice, Fiend don't mention Chuck. Like I said, I'm not there to see this, but I'm going by what Chuck said and other people said and stuff like that. I'm not there. But in my opinion, it seemed like Chuck didn't like Fiend, like talking about it. He just didn't. Oh, because of that. That's what I'm getting. Now, I could be missing some stuff, but this is what I'm getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, man brought a lawyer to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Fiend brought that lawyer. If I'm not understanding, it could be all. Let me tell you something. Chuck don't lie. But Chuck would say stuff to make you, try to make you dislike someone. Chuck was slick in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it came back. So, you know, you had stuff like that, man. You talking about a true now hustler, man, and a lawyer. You don't trust me? You know? So, yeah, but, yeah, artists not lawyer for. So the question somebody asked, did Cash Money ever try to sign? Yeah, well, you know some big boy went to Cash Money. Mystical. See, y'all looking at Mystical from being with No Limit. No, Mystical got his stardom from Big Boy Records. And I mean stardom. It's like, dude, I ain't never saw a local dude this famous. He was local, but they knew him in Texas. That he even did Soul Train Fashion when he was with Big Boy Records. Not Soul Train Fashion. I said, my bad. I said Soul Train Fashion. I saw a video surface where he did Soul Train, him and Tim Smooth on stage. That's Soul Train. That dude was with Big Boy Records. That was not No Limit. You know, that was not No Limit. So he was popping. I think Chuck made, if I'm not mistaken, $2 million in 1 year off that boy. Locally. So, you know, he ended up with No Limit, so couldn't have been that much of a beef, you know? I mean, he ended up with No Limit. They tried to put him out, but I knew that was not going to work because the way he rapped and the way Cash Money try to do their thing, nah, you know, Cash Money with that little slow, mellow gangster stuff. Yeah, man, I mean, hey, yeah, which make me believe my last video I put out. I believe they orchestrated the beat, the two CEOs. Baby said he never met Chuck a day in his life. I mean, it might be true. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's what he said. That's what he told me. He told me straight up, I never met Chuck a day in my life. It seemed kind of weary, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying he lying, but maybe he forgot. The man rich as hell. You know, he busy as hell. But yeah, other than that, that's the question. Man, I just cut this on, just be cutting it on, man, because a lot of people was in my IGs asking me questions. I figure if you in my IG asking me questions, then when I cut this on, ask me. But like I say, they probably not up. Waiting on my... Did I ever... Somebody asked me if I ever put hands on one of them rappers. I tell you what, I'm gonna say this, man, put it like this. I have went with Chuck on some shit that I would never say, because that's between me, Chuck, and whoever that was. I'm not the type to come out here and put things out. Now, if that dude want to come out with that bullshit, I probably still don't put it out. You know, I probably still, I mean, you know, I don't know. I almost did on one cat. I almost did. I almost. And he know. That's why I couldn't believe what he was saying. Here she come. Let me go, man. Drop my baby off at school. 1.